Hey fellow agents, this is Agent Smith and we are playing King's Quest 2. So the last one, just a fucking rat. I'm gonna put my cloak back on just for safety. For the last one we ended up finding the death gem and actually finding the Count, who seems to have been the husband of the old lady.
You don't feel like wearing the cloak anymore.
Don't need it anymore, alright, perfect. So we need to get the heck out of here, but he's taken our key. And when we were in the left tower they said something about the hand footholds and stuff, so I'm gonna see if there's a way, hopefully, which probably won't work, but either way, to take and climb our way out. I'm going to take a quick glance around the rest of the castle and see what
This is just a small storage room. Rows of red wine barrels are neatly stacked and piled along the wall. At least you think they contain wine.
Probably
Seeing
not.
nothing else of real importance,
Delicious
you head back
blood.
into the dining room.
It's a delicious claret. Let's check this hall back here as well. I've been to pretty much both sides of this place. Not a very large castle, or at least not well detailed for me to actually explore. Let's see what's back here. Looks like a library, alright.
This marble bust must be of a past count. While it has some resemblance to the current one, the face looks markedly different from that of the town statue. The bust, being made of marble, is smooth and cold to the touch.
Well, I don't think we have any need to be in here right now, so let us go up the other side and get the hell out of here. Since the door is locked, we can't go out the way we came in. Plus, we probably wouldn't have been able to survive, because I'm sure the sugar cube can't possibly be keeping us invincible from the brambles forever. Hopefully, this way will work. Like I said, it said we can climb.
Seeing no other possible escape route, you climb onto the ledge and carefully lower yourself outside, hoping to find a decent foothold. It is a long way down.
Long way down. Okay. I'm actually climbing down this. Hopefully, nothing bad will happen. Just don't touch any of the plants. Fucking bats.
Suddenly, you hear a switching noise in your ear. It's joined by two others.
Get out of my face,
You
bats.
instinctively try to brush whatever it is away, but in doing so, lose your hold on the bricks and fall backwards.
Oh, shit.
Time slows as you fall, and your world turns black.
Oh, get better position here. Oh, a song? Okay, it's a musical now, y'all. Was she at the top of this tower? I applaud you once again, AGD, for doing extra. Went the extra mile to make this different. Okay.
Our guest has awoken, my love.
Vulcan with a V.
Ah, good evening, dear king. I do not believe we have been properly introduced. I am Count Caldor, former lord of the realm of Colima. May I present my wife, Countess Lavidia?
A pleasure to see you again.
Becoming a vampire made her
In
young.
gratitude to you for alerting me to my wife's grave condition, I took the liberty of preparing you a dish.
A lot of dish.
I thought you might be hungry after your harrowing adventure at my window.
Hey man, I
You
was
will
just trying to
forgive
leave.
us if we do not join you. Our tastes differ from yours, do they not, my darling?
You shudder
Like
to
a
think what
meat
different tastes
extremely
actually
rare.
means, but for some reason you note that you can no longer hear any rats squeaking in the distance.
Ew. You gotta
Indeed.
do what you gotta do.
So much to become accustomed to.
You shall have all the time that the world has to share to grow accustomed to such things.
Suppose that's
Well,
one way to do it without
perhaps
making
30
vampires all
years.
over the world.
Should the father locate the item by then, there might not be enough world left for anyone afterwards.
He's aligned with the
As
father.
his father, that was why you frequently went abroad, always with that cloak of yours.
Most certainly. But I think that my affiliation with him and his association has come to a close.
Ah, don't
My
need him anymore.
obligations to them took me away from my beloved too often. I
The
do
enemy
not
of my
wish
enemy.
to repeat that mistake.
You are forgiven, my love.
Their attention, which seemed to have wavered momentarily, now redirects back to you.
Hello.
Well. What to do with this one?
Free me?
What were you going to do with him?
Kill him.
you don't
I
need
had
to do
quite
that.
clear instructions from Hagatha, who had apparently received them from the father himself.
There's no need
But
to
if
do
you
that.
are not, as you say, affiliated with his association anymore,
They both share a
Exactly.
knowing smile.
tell us, King Graham, why are you here in Colima?
To find a wife.
You take a deep breath, trying to ignore the fact that you are the only one capable of doing so, and relate your story of the vision in the magic mirror and your quest to find the 3 gems of nature. The Count and Countess exchange cryptic smiles.
Romancing the stone.
Indeed.
Obviously, that was a private joke, as you did not understand it.
I think they're referencing the movie Romance.
So you search for the one with which you would share the rest of your life. On that, I cannot fault you,
No, you guys should
nor
help
on
me.
your intentions here. Therefore, I can forgive the trespassing. However, there is the matter of the dark gem you wish to remove from my castle.
I need it. I'll take it. Oh, you son of a bitch.
I place a deal before you.
Oh.
I am looking for a magnificent sapphire-encrusted tiara. It is a valuable family heirloom and has been on this estate for centuries.
You don't know
This
where it
castle
is.
and its estate are old, though. It could be virtually anywhere, in any number of hiding places. I suspect there are many that even I am not aware of. I wish to present this tiara to my wife as a gift to commemorate the eternity we shall spend together. If you can find it and bring it to me before sunrise, then I will give you the gem you seek and your freedom.
Ah, easy enough. Let's get to it. It's a search.
You nod, unable to believe that you have virtually been ushered away from death's door just so you could run an errand for a couple of vampires.
That's
you do
about right.
not want to think about the consequences if you fail to meet the deadline.
I become one with them, or I be with them. I don't know. Alright. They got any more for me?
So, I have until just before sunrise to retrieve this tiara?
That is correct.
Banned on
And
this
if
info.
I am unable to before that time?
The Count's eyes glint red as he looks directly into your own.
For your own sake, I shall hope that you are successful.
You bravely suppress a shudder. It seems clear that you are not off the hook yet.
Yeah.
The Count has nothing.
Nothing more to say.
Pardon my asking, but as the Countess of this realm, I presume you have lived in this castle before now?
Yes,
For one time.
that is so.
Then how did you come to live in that old house by the sea?
After my husband died, I continued to live in the
Died.
castle for a time. I watched my newborn son grow into a man, marry, and have a child of his own.
Which is why you have the granddaughter with you.
Awesome.
Yes. Shortly after her birth, however, my son and his wife both befell a tragic
Oh.
end at the hands of...
The Countess
You're the
looks
master.
pained and appears unable to continue.
I apologize if I have caused you to relive your grief.
A vampire cannot truly feel grief, but perhaps my wife still recalls hers. I shall continue for her, if you so wish.
Yeah. I don't really care. What you got?
Please, if I may know, how were your son and daughter-in-law lost to you?
They were slain by the Brotherhood.
Ah,
The Brotherhood?
the
You have
werewolves?
met them at the church.
Yeah, there it is.
Your mind reels, so that is the connection.
Why would the Brotherhood kill your heirs?
Vampires, werewolves. What
As you have
contest?
just guessed, The
Power.
Brotherhood wish an end to the reign of my family. Why else would they give you the means to penetrate my domain so that you could do their dirty work for them?
The cross key.
Exactly. Stolen from me through stealth. And their own
So that's way to
brand
steal.
of magic.
Literally, steal is in the word.
The Counts of Colima have all descended from a single bloodline. We have always been partial to change, as opposed to the stagnating status quo of the Brotherhood. Over the last few decades, the Brotherhood have tried to dispose of my family as best they could. That which I am now was brought about by them.
Oh.
They were the ones who set the monstrous, infected bat upon
They
me.
turned him a
Long
vampire
have
to
I cursed
outcast
my
him from the land.
ineptitude. I should
Take
have
over
used
his
magic
kingdom.
to defend myself.
Do not be so hard on yourself, my dear. I remember that night well. That hideous creature gave you no chance.
Perhaps. But I should have awoken from my dark sleep sooner. Then I would have been able to protect our beloved son and his wife, and you would not have been forced to flee the castle, to live out your days in that wretched old house, under a false identity.
It was
True.
not so bad a time. Dear little possum loved it. I hope she will be as happy in her new home. She has a new life now, with no reason to fear anymore.
Except for that her
This
mother or grandmother
Brotherhood.
is gone.
Are they real monks?
No,
They
they're
were
fucking werewolves.
once, but something happened to them. Local
took the other
folklore
side.
would have you believe
What's
that
that movie?
Learwood Forest is a host to certain entities. Spirits of the wild, they are called.
And what of them?
I believe the monks encountered these spirits. What occurred specifically is beyond anyone's knowledge but their own. But it is evident that the men were given the ability to transform themselves.
Wolves.
Unfortunately, their minds
It's
were
the opposite
apparently
side.
transformed also. They began to believe they were destined to rule, and since have presented great danger to myself and my family.
So the danger you face is not a result of some decades-old feud?
Not at all, dear king, though history will likely reflect such.
Oh, what is a movie?
But, to answer your question, the members of the Brotherhood are no longer the goodly monks they once were. They do not represent their fellow brethren well.
Okay. Does anybody else have information?
The Count has
Nothing more to say.
even bloodthirsty vampires would think you were strange for...
No,
The Count...
nothing to say. Alright. Well, let's go and take a look around. I'm guessing that stuff has got to be in the library because it's the only other room we haven't actually done something in. So it makes sense to be there.
You see a young woman sitting on the dusty
Hello.
floor. She has a book in her lap entitled Little Red Riding Hood.
I wish I could read this story.
Why couldn't she?
All the pretty words. Whatever do they say? The pictures look interesting, but what is this book about? I wish I could read this
Underworld.
story.
Damn, that took me a minute.
All the pretty words.
Had to look it up.
Whatever do they say?
She can't read, huh?
The book tells the story of a young girl who met a wolf in the forest.
The young woman's head snaps up. Her black eyes drill into your own. You gasp as you realize you are looking at yet another vampire. Just how many has the Count made tonight?
Oh, it's-
the young woman's
it's gotta be
lips
possum.
transform from hungry to, fortunately, pleasant recognition.
Yeah.
So you are the guest of my grandfather's house. I was
Yes, it's
hoping I would
possum.
meet you again.
The woman is startlingly beautiful, but in an eerie, unnatural way. You find yourself unable to speak for a moment. She does look somewhat familiar.
It's
from
possum all
where?
grown up. Why did it make her a full-grown woman?
My handsome gentleman does not recognize me?
You're a full-grown woman overnight.
Should I?
You remember the basket, the soup?
With a start, you recognize the young woman. She's grown and matured
How
considerably
long have I been
since you
asleep here?
last saw her. The little girl, Possum, has been transformed completely into this. She has traded her small ruby cloak for a dazzling satin robe of the same color.
Of course.
Are you unhappy with my appearance?
No,
Should I go, right?
it's just that you have me at a disadvantage. I do not know your real name.
Anastasia.
Oh.
A beautiful name.
Yes, 'twas one of the few things my parents left me before they died. They're probably buried somewhere on this island,
That
as a
would
matter of
make
fact.
sense, actually.
What do you seek here?
You explain
tiara?
your so far unsuccessful attempt to locate the tiara. The young woman looks thoughtful for a moment, then suddenly snaps her fingers. A discarded pile of books shift aside from the floor, and a single black book is revealed underneath. She appraises the black book with indignant incomprehension, then holds it out towards you. You take the book from Anastasia's hand.
I do not suppose that has anything to do with it, but it must be about something important.
Okay.
You open the book and are surprised to discover not pages, but a hollowed-out section in which sits a silver key. The key's handle resembles the shape of a sleeping child. There also appears to be something written on the back cover of the book.
What's the back cover say?
In the hollow, you can see that the inside back cover has been written on. Some words have been scrawled onto the paper. They are faded, but still mostly legible.
If treasure you seek dear to my heart, tales of fiction is where you must start. Find first the beauty with stepsisters, a sleeping beauty. I'm gonna have to write these down. It probably won't give me time. Sleeping beauty. And visit the huts that the big bad wolf blew. 3 pigs, or 3 little pigs to be exact. A girl with no flock will usher your way. Little Bo Peep. Keep writing these down just in case, because I've got to keep this order. To the little old man who spins gold out of hay. Rumple Stiltskin. We actually met him last time, in the last game. Those 2 star-crossed lovers shall be your last guide. Romeo and Juliet. R and J. They'll lead you to riches that pirates did hide, excuse me. That's Treasure Island. Glad I read books when I was little. And what you earnestly seek shall now truly be yours. Though get it part wrong, and you'll be greeted with by maws.
The writing scrawled on the back cover reads,
you don't need to read. I just read it, man. All right, let's go take a look. It's got to be somewhere around here. Well, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here. We will find this tiara because I bet this is the puzzle to get it, and get this out and back to our lady friend, or at least to them, and allow us to get the gem that we need, and hopefully that will lead us to our way out of here and on to getting our queen. So, hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Hey, fellow agents, don't forget to like and subscribe by clicking the button in the center of the screen. You can also find the last video by clicking the button to the left, and you can take a look at some of the other stuff I've done by clicking the button to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.